As I sit here on the corner of Russia Blade and Barracks, where Barracks and Russia Blade used to be, they didn't close it in, so now you can't really go down Barracks off of Russia Blade. But I remember November 11th, 1998, 1989, my bad, 1989, almost 36 years ago. My, at that time, we was on again, off again boyfriend got killed. He was shot over his tennis shoes. Bradley Milton Powell was 16 years old. I was 17 at the time, my senior year in high school. And I remember being at home sick because I had a rash on my face from using, I think, the payphone. Back in the days, using the public payphone, and put the phone to my ear and got some kind of rash, and it was all on my face. So Bradley was a basketball player and played basketball for John McDonald Senior High School. And he was coming home from a game, and he was going home. He stayed on Russia Blade, right behind me, maybe 6 or so blocks down, because this the 1200 block of Russia Blade. He stayed in a 600 block. And so he was shot over his tennis shoes. Somebody told him to take the shoes off his feet. And he told him, boy, he said, man, I know you. And the boy shot him in his stomach and killed him. Bradley was 6'3", a very good basketball player. He loved Michael Jordan. This was when Michael Jordan first came out, and he had a pair of Jordans. This might have been a third pair, fourth pair of Jordans that had ever come out in my, to my knowledge. I remember the first Jordans that was the black and gray with the concrete designs that was on it with the red. But he had a pair of white ones with powder blue designs. His mama worked 2 jobs. She worked, I forgot what one of them was, but the other one, she worked for a ballroom in the evening time. The lady worked 2 jobs to make sure that her kids had, he only had one biological sister with his mama. His mom had a girl and a boy. And he got killed over his tennis shoes. And I remember getting a phone call and somebody saying, you heard about Bradley? And I'm like, what about Bradley? And my friend, I remember Erica, that's who called me. She said, Bradley got killed or shot. And I was like, no, like this can't be true. And I just remember just crying. I never forget that. I just cried. I'm 17 years old, and this is my first tragic loss. I might have lost my parent. He was older, so in my eyes, he died of old age, but stuff like that. But somebody getting killed, and then somebody that close to me. Bradley was my first. So that just, that's when my true depression kicked in. I always did have what I call mood swings, or my mama called mood swings, but that right there, that kicked it in, that triggered it to no end. So I'm still sitting here just reminiscing. When I graduated from high school, I got Bradley name put on my class ring. So I graduated for both of us. He was a year behind me. He was a year or 2 behind me, but he was a year behind me. But when I graduated, I got his name put on my ring. And I remember my cousin who purchased my ring for me, she said, you sure you want to do that? And I was like, yeah. It's a decision I've never regretted. On his side, it has a basketball, and it had the number 23 on the basketball because he loved him some Michael Jordan. And it says Bradley, and then on the other side it has me with the academic torch, almost like what the Honor Society look like. So I graduated for both of us, and then the birthstone color is green, emerald green. Bradley's birthday was is May 23rd. So I got the green, and John May colors just happen to be green and gold. So I got a gold ring with a green stone. It's a decision I have never regretted. I never forgot about Bradley. Never will. That's always going to be a part of my life. me and his sister was, we remain close. Me and his mom remain, she still loves me. I still love her. My husband definitely knows about Bradley. He know that, he knows that without my past, I wouldn't be the wife that he have right now. So he doesn't get upset with me acknowledging my past or talking about my past, which I really appreciate from him. He'll ask me certain things sometimes, like, you think if such and such was living, me and you'll be together? I'm like, I don't know. I have no clue, but that ain't even an option. So, it's no, he doesn't feel any type of way about it. He's met, Bradley's mom and stuff like that. I did have another boyfriend that passed away, and he was my first boyfriend ever. And he died of a massive heart attack at the age of 30. Yeah, but that's another story. But anyway, my husband, when I say I need to go see those people or something like that, he is okay with me going to see him. So I just wanted to let you know that. But yep, Russia Blade and Barracks in New Orleans. I had the time of my life just now. We celebrating our 35th class reunion, 35th 5 years of being a graduate of one of the best schools, one of the greatest schools, one of the realest schools. I'm sure everybody could say something about theirs, but I just hope that my young people could have some kind of admiration for their schools, because my children, they're like, oh my goodness, mama, like, get over it. Y'all still excited about, y'all school, after all these years. Like, heck yeah, you don't feel that way about yours? And they're like, no, let me see my school shirt in a store. They sell my children's school shirts in Walgreens and stuff. I'd be like all excited, like, you want a shirt? They got a shirt at Walgreens with y'all school name on it. They're like, no, we don't want that. We don't want nothing to do with that. Like, what's wrong with these kids? Baby, not much that say John McDonald Senior High that I pass on. It might be a money thing or something like that, but other than that, I'm buying it all, because I love my school. But I just wanted to share that. Rest in paradise, Bradley. It's raining right now. So, yep. On my way home to my husband. And then we out of here. We're going on vacation. So, deuces.